Absolutely right.
A quick word. I'm sick to death of this trashing of Winston Churchill.
Yes.
There's a new TV series out about him, documentary series made by Marvel TV, in which he's called Fat and Smug. Now, what I think about this, they also say, of course, he's a white supremacist, racist, all this stuff. What I think about this is the culture war. This is the front line of the culture wars. And the woke warriors think if we can destroy Churchill,
because they all
the
love
very
Churchill.
symbol of everything that's great about Britain, then we win the war. So don't fall for this stuff.
They think as well that all Brexiteers and, you know, fat, white, Tory, middle-aged men worship Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
Nothing can be further from the truth. You know, Winston Churchill was a man of his time. Everybody accepts the fact that he might have not been
Won
the
us
perfect...
the war, though, didn't he?
Of course he did.
He was the hero of the Second World War.
He might not have been the world's most perfect individual, but so what?
Who is?
Who cares?
Who is?
What's the point of trying to...
Likes a bottle of champagne at breakfast, so do I.
Well, who doesn't? Yeah. But what's the reason why they seek to destroy these people? Because they can't accept the fact that he was a success.
Well, I think there's a deeper reason. They are trying to destroy the fabric of everything traditional about Britain.
Yeah.
And if you can destroy the epicenter of that, Winston Churchill, then you win the war.
Exactly.
And we mustn't fall for it, and we mustn't lose this war.
No, quite.
Winston Churchill was a hero, and he won the World War II for us.
Well, I won't be watching any shows that portray him as fat and smug. What about this hanging basket story then down in Salisbury? What's going on with that?
Well, this is another story of these tin pot town hall tyrants sticking their nose into every aspect of our lives.
Yes.
They cannot stop issuing their pathetic little diktats just to exercise their power. So in lovely Salisbury, in the middle of the town, centre of the town, or is it a city? It's a city, isn't it?
I think it is a city. It's got a cathedral.
Cathedral.
Yeah.
In the centre of the city, there are lovely hanging baskets around the area, and everybody loves them. The council says you've got to pull them down because hanging baskets are not biodiverse.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, isn't it?
And apparently, Tim Montgomery, a guest of ours,
of this parish,
he lives in Salisbury.
Yeah.
I bumped into him last night, and he said this is causing much more of a storm in Salisbury than Novichok did a few years back.
I mean, yesterday we had that ludicrous story of the council in London where they picked the car up, put some double yellow lines underneath, put the car back down, gave the guy a ticket.
It's another example
What's
of
wrong
it.
with them?
They think they rule the world.
Yeah.
They want to exercise their power and tell you that we're in charge. That's what this is about. It is the exercise of pathetic provincial.
Do you know what
power.
they did in this little town in Sussex, not far from where my kids live? Is they started putting sort of guards on the recycling centre because they were worried that people were going to the recycling centre and putting the wrong things in the wrong bins, right? And then to punish the people who were not doing what they were told, they took the recycling centre away altogether. So now anybody who wants to recycle anything has to drive it to the local dump, which obviously is not at all safe for the environment, is it?
No, exactly. Typical local councils, and all around the country you've got these chief executives of local boroughs earning things like £455,000 a year. How can it be that the person who runs some council in Yorkshire or something, Leeds or something like that, earns 5 times more than the Prime Minister who runs the entire country? We're being conned. They're taking our council tax and they're dividing it amongst themselves while turning every borough in this country into a nightmare of potholes.
Exactly right.
And these stupid little rules like you can't have hanging baskets. I call upon the people of Salisbury to stand up for themselves.
To revolt.
And to say our hanging baskets stay in case this country turns into a hanging basket case.
Well, do you know what I would do? That's a very good word, that hanging basket case. I like it. I would just, for every one they take down, put another one up. You know, fight fire with fire. Yeah. Just go, oh, sorry, you take that one down, I'll put one up over here. Because they can't take them down fast enough, these little tin pot dictators, as you call them.
Yeah, they want to replace them with something called eco-poles or something, which is just sticks in the ground.
Ridiculous.
I mean, come on.
I mean, it really is ridiculous.
Get out of our lives. Leave us alone.
One of the most lovely things about going to different cities in this country, and Bath used to be like this as well, where I lived for a while. Beautiful floral displays, lovely, clean streets. Yeah. They should concentrate on keeping the rubbish off the streets, actually. Yeah. That would be a better spending of their money.
Collect the rubbish, collect the bins, get rid of the potholes, make life nice. Stop telling us what to do. You're some local councillor. Who the hell do you think you are?
I know, absolutely unbelievable.